Hello and welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. My name's Simon. This is my daily Bitcoin price action analysis. Happy Monday to you all. I hope you're well. I hope the start of your week has commenced in a positive manner. And on that front, we need to check in on the weekly closure. But before I do that, I just want to remind you, none of what I'm about to say is financial advice. But hopefully it'll be useful. Okay, so Bybit here. Let's check on the weekly closure. Now, here it is if I zoom in. So it's kind of like on the video I recorded yesterday. So it's neither bullish nor bearish, but, slightly more bullish. But whatever, it remains within this range. There's a fairly big range, it's $15,000 range. But yeah, it's consolidating and continues to do so. Now, another week has passed, and that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, so one whole month within a sideways range for Bitcoin. Now a few of those weeks ago, I did a video that I talked about all of these consolidation periods in the current bull run, which started from this point down here. And there was a common number of weeks for those consolidation periods, and that number was 8. So whether or not Bitcoin has another 4 weeks going sideways within this range, I don't know. But Bitcoin is another week closer to that consolidation. But it doesn't really matter, because in the context of the overall uptrend in this bull market, as long as Bitcoin doesn't start closing dailies and definitely not weeklies back below 60,000, I know I've got my support resistance line at 59, but that's more for like a 4 hour. So as long as it's staying above 60,000 on the higher time frames, then it's just sideways consolidation in the context of a strong uptrend, so more likely to break to the upside and give some more to investors and longers everywhere. Right, that'll do. God, 2 minutes talking about weekly. Simon, I'm disappointed in you, my boy. Right, 4 hour. This is where it's at, right? 4 hour and 15. 4 hour and 15 minutes, that's what it's all about. That was me trying to be cool. I won't do it again, I promise. Now, as you can see, I've drawn in the trend line. That's all it is. It represents a sequence of higher lows and higher highs. Now, I'm going to drop down to the 15-minute to look at that in a bit more detail and then identify some areas where that may no longer be the case, and to look for a change in character, and then maybe some downside back into the range. We're still within the range, but to remain in the range. Of course, if Bitcoin proves me wrong with my range prophecy and starts making 4 hour closures back above 74,000 and definitely a daily closure, then there you go. The range is no longer, and more upside to come. But at the moment, that's not the case. Now, I did have a sort of flag formation on here yesterday, and Bitcoin did break out at the top of that. So, that's why I've taken it off. I'm just going to focus now on the 15-minute time frame. All right. So the point of this, I just wanted to comment on the MACDs. The MACD is well above the zero line now. And as you all know, momentum indicators are plentiful. I like the MACD specifically for the zero line. So this isn't tradable, but MACD above the zero line, generally upside. MACD below zero line, generally downside. That's not tradable on its own. Please don't do so. All right, well, you do what you want, but I'm suggesting that it won't be very profitable if you just trade the MACD crossing the zero line. Anyway, enough of that. 15 minutes, let's do it. So here's 15 minute. 15 minute is beautifully, is behaving in a beautiful technical analysis manner. And I'll come on to that in a second. So you can see, previous lower time frame uptrend, consolidation, broke down, so downtrend, consolidation, move to the upside, higher low. This was kind of a higher low too, but that was the more important higher low, followed by a bit more consolidation, break up, bit more consolidation, break up, right? So this was what I just described on the 4-hour, sequence of higher highs and higher lows. Now, where's the next higher low going to be? Well, for this to continue in the current uptrend, then it needs to not start to close lower time frame candles back below 68.8. Okay, but an even better indication for more upside would be much like here when it made a move up and then just chopped sideways. Yeah, all right, there was a bit more of an up there and a bit more of a down, but it's basically sideways, and then it broke out to the upside. If Bitcoin can do the same here, and this only really applies to the 15-minute, but one thing leads into the next, right? So the bottom of that range at the moment is 71,000. So if you don't see Bitcoin close any 15-minute hourly candles, definitely 4 hours, back below 71,000, that means it's more likely, it doesn't mean it will, but it's more likely to make another move to the upside. And the next target to the upside, to be honest, is somewhere between 72.8 and the current all-time high at 74,000. We'll just call it between 73 and 74,000. So, another $1,000 to $2,000 move could be on the horizon, but that's all contingent on Bitcoin on the lower time frames remaining above 71,000. If it starts to close back below there, it can still put in a higher low. So if it does this, it's more likely to take another leg up first. But if it does, prepare for a lot of orange lines. If it does this, then obviously that's a down move first. But it can still put in a higher low as long as it's above here, which, as I said, is coming in around, it's around 69,000, but sort of 68.8 to be a bit more accurate. Because that would likely precede then a lower high. That would be a change in character, break of trend, and likely back down into the range. So, sideways without breaking down below that green line would be good for one more move up. Probably won't break. But I don't know. I mean, no, that's prophecy. I am no prophesizer. No, that's wrong. Prophet. Doesn't seem like the right word to say. But but the prophecies that I make should be ignored. And actually, all I'm doing is reading the price action in two ways. Trend, which is up trend if it's higher highs and higher lows. Downtrend if it's lower lows and lower highs. And then combine that with support resistance levels, which are basically about profit taking and stop loss positioning. But that's all I'm doing. I'm reacting to the price rather than trying to prophesize what's happening to it. But for the sake of the videos, you'll see me trying to do some prophecies. I feel like I'm saying the word wrong. Trying to guess where the price is going to go, because that's all it is at the end of the day, is a guess. And I don't care who says it, how experienced a trader they are. You cannot tell which way price is going, but what you can do is react to it, which is all the indicators do too. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but all indicators, every indicator that you see on TradingView is based on retrospective price action. And so that's all indicators doing, is they're reacting to the price action. So you can use an indicator if you want, or you can just use your noodle. But there you go. I think I've spoken enough. It's nearly 10 minutes. You're probably getting sick of me already. So get rid of that. So I think I made it quite clear, sort of more upside or more downside. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And it would be great to see you again tomorrow. But if you haven't enjoyed the video, don't come back tomorrow because I'll be doing it all again. Okay, take care. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'll see you tomorrow.